wanted to know, what advice could you give to people that wants to be a good kisser?
Ooh.
Is there a technique?
Is there a technique? I would say tilt to the right a little bit. Tilt your chin up a little bit, yeah. And stay fully committed, definitely. You know.
Good stuff.
Yeah, tongue is a good thing, yeah.
Too much or a little?
Oh, man. The wetter the better.
That's awesome. Awesome. So how do you feel about your performance tonight?
You know what? It's really great, you know, to have had this opportunity, you know, to introduce Good Kisser on The Voice. You know, this will be the 8th album for me. And for everyone who has in some way become accustomed to seeing me in a different, you know, role as a coach, they get a chance to see that connection to what I love doing and what I've been doing for 20 years.
Wow.
So I'm just happy that I was able to do it and introduce it here on NBC with The Voice and make that connection in the real way. It all starts with a good kiss.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So who's the inspiration behind Good Kisser?
I said I've been around the world. I kissed a lot of girls.
It's in the lyrics.
A lot of girls. All right.
Is there any?
What's the best country?
Cuba?
It wouldn't be Cuba, right? No, Turkey. Africa. No, I don't know.
So what can we expect on your new your 8th album? What can we expect on that?
You know what? Every album, what I do is, you know, I pull from inspiration that I think is significant for where I am at the time. This album, I listened to all of my albums, and I made the connection per record. And I said, you know, I loved this about this first album, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, on up into this 8th. I'm taking all of the elements that I think are real and allowing that to be the center of this album. You know, I think that real music, instrumentation, actually physically holding, you know, instruments and playing instruments, it's kind of gone away. Maybe it went too synthesized. Maybe we become, you know, too reliant upon the DJs, right? This album is blending the two worlds. I'm not going to isolate myself and turn my head away from what I know worked. But I think that it's important in this time to make that connection. You know, somebody asked me on the carpet if there was anything that you could, you know, tell the young you coming up as an artist, you know, to do, what would it have been? It would have been to pick up an instrument. So in this time, I think that that's somewhat of what really the foundation and the base of this project consists of. I don't really give constructive criticism that often, but you know, when I do, it's all with the intention of complimenting the artist to be their greatest self. And, you know, I kind of call it the slap and hug, right? It's not just...
Definitely not mean-spirited.
No, it's never mean-spirited, but, you know, maybe it starts with a slap and then you get a hug to let it be known that, no, I'm not recognizing what you do, that's great, but if you want to be great, if you want to win this competition, these are the things that you should be mindful of. That's it.
And is that what helped you?
Well, that's what has helped me be the artist that I am today, yeah. Well, other people obviously mentoring and coaching me helped to do that. So I'm kind of a product of all the people who invested that time and constructive criticism in me.